morning.
Okay, so today we'll be doing our presentation about main idea. And before we get into this, let us introduce ourselves first. Okay, so my name is Paskalia Aryani.
My name is Kristina, Sindi, Klaudia. My name is Amiranty.
My name is Fortunata, Gardiaz, Kayrisa.
And I'm Devky, Andyka.
Okay, without further ado, let's go straight to the first material, which is the definition of the main idea, which will be explained by Kristina Sindi.
Okay, so first I would like to explain a bit about reading. Okay, we all know can reading, right?
Yes.
We started reading when we in elementary school. So basically,
Oh yeah.
reading is looking at words in a book, article, or any written material and understand what they mean. When we read, we usually have a purpose. Maybe we are reading for school or for fun. We read many things like books, magazine, newspaper, comic, and many more. But in today's discussion, we specifically talk about an academic text. Did you guys know what is academic text?
No.
What is it?
Academic text is a writing that's serious, detailed, and often used in school or universities. As a student who study in universities, of course we often read an academic text. Okay, there are some main purpose of reading academic writing. First, getting information like facts, data, and etc. Students read journal or article to find data we need for assignment or research. Second, to understand the author's viewpoint. When writing on a controversial topic, students read articles to see different authors' opinion. Third, to support your own views. Students use quotes from studies to back up their argument in essay, making them stronger. And the last one is understand idea or theories. Students study theories from textbook or article to understand class, concept, and apply them in real life, example or case studies. And when we were read an academic text, the purpose is a bit different. We don't need read it the same way when we read a novel or comic. We don't need read it because the way we approach the reading depends on our purpose. We read an academic text. The goal is to find the main idea right away. And the last one, do you guys know what is the main idea?
No, we are not.
Okay. The main idea of a text is the big message or the main point the writer wants us to understand. There are some characteristics of the main idea. First, core message. It's the main point or the most important message the author wants to convey. Second, supported by details. The main idea summarizes the overall content of the text. Third, often at the beginning or the end. The main idea is often found in the first last sentence in a paragraph. The last one answers what is the text about. The main idea explains the topic or purpose of the text. And the next explanation I will explain it by Lisa.
Okay, so in here I will explain to you guys about scaling. As you can see
For example, when we want to find a word in the dictionary, and also we want to find our friend's name in the phone contact list. So guys, the simple way to understand this, the scanning is a technique that only focuses on finding a specific information, not the main idea. Okay, next. And the B is about tip for scanning. One, as you can see, that identify keyword. Of course, before we start to scanning, we have to pick out some keyword that there are few, like 2 word or 1 word that or phrase that relate to your information to name. Okay, to understand the structure. Knowing the outline of the stuff helps you find the information more quickly. For example, in the dictionary, the words are arranged alphabetically. So you can go directly to the section to name. And the 3, look for specific word or phrases. Okay. So in here, it only focuses on names or numbers, important term, or even bold, italic, or underlined words. And 4, pay attention to the illustration or tables. They might help you find the information to name. And the 5, use the zigzag patterns. After choosing the area to scan, you can move your eyes in a zigzag pattern to cover as much of the text as possible to find your keyword. Actually, this stuff is optional, guys. And the last one, use your finger or pincer. This helps you guide your eyes and makes it easier to focus. And the next slide is, okay, text. So as you can see, there's a thing here. I will give you 2 questions, and you have to answer my question with the scanning technique. Okay? If you can answer it, just feel free to raise your hand. Question number 1. What is the form of... No. Okay. Sorry. What is the form of government in the United States? Who wants to answer this question? Just feel free to raise your hand.
Me.
Okay, no problem. What is the answer?
For number 1, the answer is the U.S. has a federal constitutional republic government.
Okay, great. Okay, question number 2. What is the major characteristic of the United States? Who want to answer it? Just feel free to raise your hand. Me. Okay, Salwa, answer it.
The answer is its tidal environment range from the Arctic to the subtropical, from the moist rainforest to the arid desert, from the rugged mountain peak to the flat prairie.
Okay, great. So guys, from these 2 questions, actually as example, you can scan the text by focusing on the keyword government to answer question number 1 and the major characteristic to answer the question number 2. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so today I'll be explaining about skimming. So what is skimming? Skimming is a reading technique used to quickly gather the main ideas or general overview of a text without focusing on every detail. And it involves reading only the key parts such as titles, subheadings, introductory sentences, and often the first and the last sentences of paragraphs. And the purpose of skimming is to understand the basic structure and main points of a text without needing to read and deliver. Alright, so in here we have some steps to effectively skim a text. The first one is to read the title and subtitles. Start by reading the title, subtitles, and headings. These often provide a clue about the text's main topic and structure. And the second one, read the introduction and conclusion. The introduction and conclusion usually summarize the key ideas, so focus on the section. And the third one, read the first and the last sentences of paragraphs. So the first sentence typically introduces the main idea, while the last sentence often summarizes it. And the fourth one, focus on keywords. Look for keywords or any bold or italicized words because these indicate important concepts. And the last one, move quickly. Remember, skimming is about getting an overview, so keep moving through the text to maintain a high level understanding. Next. Okay, so we have the advantages of skimming. The first one is when you need an overall sense of the text content. This technique is useful when you only want to grasp the general topic before deciding whether to read further. And the second one, if the material is worth a closer read. By skimming, you can assess whether the text contains relevant or important information, and it helps you decide whether it's worth reading in depth or if you just need a basic understanding of the material. And the third one, reviewing for main ideas with limited time. Skimming is a quick way to find the key points in a short amount of time. And if you are in a hurry or have a lot of material to go through, skimming lets you capture the main ideas without spending too much time reading in detail. And for the summary, skimming allows you to capture the main ideas quickly by focusing on specific parts of the text. Use it as a tool to decide if a deeper reading is necessary or when you are short on time. And so that's all the explanation about me, about skimming, and thank you very much.
Okay, now let's move on to another topic. Same as another topic, we'll discuss about previewing. Previewing is one of the techniques that we can use while reading. So previewing is a reading technique that helps you understand the text more efficiently by skimming and studying key elements before diving deeply into it. The purpose of previewing is to gain an overview, set purpose for reading, and activate any prior knowledge that can help you make sense of the content. Okay. There's some steps to effective previewing. One is by see the title and headings. Start with the title, sub-headings, and sections headings. They often give you clues about the main topics and structure of the text. And the second one is introductions and conclusion. If the text includes an introduction or a conclusion, reading this can provide context and summarize key points. The third one is topic sentences. Look at the first sentence or of each paragraph, as these often introduce the main ideas. This can give you a sense of the flow of arguments or information. The fourth is by the graphic, chart, and visual. Glance at any illustrations, charts, or graphs along with their captions. Visual often represent important data or terms and can enhance your understanding of the material. And then 5 is by check for any list or bullet points. Take note of any terms in bold or italics. These are usually important concepts of or terminology that will be discussed in more detail. Number 6 is check for keyword and phrases. If available, review annotations or summarize at the end of the chapter, which often highlight central points and can guide your reading process. And then, when reviewing is to use reviewing. Before reading a textbook, chapter, article, or any dense material. 2. When you are researching and need to determine which sections are most relevant. And 3. When you are efficiency in processing large amounts of text. Okay, and then benefits of previewing. One is to improve comprehension. Knowing what to expect help you follow the text more efficiently. Two, increase efficiency. By focusing on the main points, you can spend less time reading and more time processing. Three, activate prior knowledge. Help you recall what you already know, making it easier to connect with new information to existing knowledge. Four, reviewing is especially useful when you have a large amount of reading to do, or when you need to quickly determine the relevance of text. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kayrisa. We move to surveying. Okay, what is surveying? The literal meaning of survey is to take a broad look at a text, focusing on the general aspect rather than details, with the main purpose being to decide on the value of the text, to determine whether it is worth reading more closely. Note, when you survey a text, it is not usually necessary to read the first and last line of each paragraph, like skimming. Especially for longer text, you only need a fairly general understanding of the main ideas in order to access relevance. Okay, we move to step when you survey. Okay. To survey the text, you need to provide one, break the title and heading or subheading. This usually provides a clear indication of the key themes and structure of the material. Two, look at visual like chart, graphs, and image. Surface through any visual aids that accompany the text. This often highlight or reinforce important concept. Third, read the introduction and conclusion. In many texts, the introduction outlines the main goals or arguments, and the conclusion summarizes the key takeaways. Fourth, check for keywords or terms. Look for bold and italicized words, bullet points, or numbered list. These often point to central concept or important details. 5. Summary of the recap section. If the text has section summaries or key points recaps, read them to understand the material's key ideas. And last, identify the writing style. Note, if the text is dense, technical, narrative, or explanatory, this can help you anticipate how this approach your reading and which section may need more focused attention. Okay, this text, it is an example of how to survey the text. From the step, first step is read the titles and subheading. So I want to ask you, where is the title of this paragraph? Okay. It's simple, right?
Title.
I want to answer it.
Yes.
Rasya Nauval, and the answer is water cycle.
Yes, correct. Yay. Okay, and heading or subheading. I answer this question. Okay, you can see from the other steps of other word like evaporation, consideration, precipitation, function, and pronoun, and cycle on this paragraph. And step number 3 is look at visual. Okay, visual. You spot a diagram showing the stage of the water cycle with arrows connecting evaporation, concentration, precipitation, and runoff. Step number 3 is read the introduction and conclusion. Okay. The introduction is the water cycle is a continuous process that moves water around the Earth's atmosphere and surface. It plays a crucial role in maintaining life in water. And conclusion, understand the water cycle is vital for addressing environmental challenge as human activities impact its balance, leading to change in climate and water availability. The introduction set up the basic concept of the water cycle, and the conclusion emphasizes its importance and human influence. Step number 4, check for keywords or terms. You notice the term evaporation, concentration, and precipitation highlight in bold section. This is likely the main process of the water cycle and will be explained in more detail later. Step number 5, scan for summary or recap section. At the end of chapter, you see a summary section. Okay, I don't put the summary on this version, so the summary is the water cycle involves evaporation, concentration, precipitation, and collection. Human activities such as deforestation and pollution can disrupt the natural flow of the cycle. And step number 6, identify the writing style. The writing style is expository, which means the author is explaining concept in a straightforward, factual way. There are also clear definition and explanation of each stage of the water cycle, so you can expect to find detailed information in each section. Okay, that's all from me.
Right, so we already know about the main idea, skimming, scanning, reviewing, and surveying. And before we end in this presentation, we open a Q&A session. So if you have any question, please raise your hand. Okay. Anyone?
No. There's no one.
Anyone have a question? Okay, Salwa.
Okay, let me introduce myself. As you know, my name is Salwa, and this is my question. Which technique is the most effective for determining main ideas based on your opinion?
Okay, thank you, Salwa. Alright, anyone? Anyone have any question?
Question.
Okay, no problem.
My name is Syarif Nauval, and I want to ask you a question. In your material about the identification, why do we read academic texts like we would novel or comics? Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you, Nauval. Right, anyone? Any question? Okay, Shani.
My name is Anisa, and my question is, what are the effective techniques for note-taking while reading?
Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you, Shani. Okay, anyone have any question again? Okay, Rasya.
My name is Rasya. I want to ask, can you explain how setting up purpose before reading can guide our understanding of a text?
Okay, that is all. Thank you, Rasya. Okay, Febri.
Okay, my name is Febri. So I want to ask something. The question is, what are some challenges when using skimming, and how can they overcome them?
Okay,
Thanks.
so thank you, Febri.
Yeah.
Okay, before we answer those questions, let us discuss the answer first. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, my name is Fortunata, and I will answer Salwa questions. The question is, which techniques is the most effective for determining mean ideas in your opinion, right? Okay. In our opinion, skimming is the more effective techniques for determining mean ideas because it allows you to get a general sense of the content and arrange them without focusing on details. Skimming helps you identify the central message or argument quickly, making it ideal for understanding the main ideas. That's all.
Okay, thank you for the answer.
Okay.
in details rather than reading just for enjoy or to follow a story. Is it clear?
Yes, clear. What a good answer. Thank you.
Okay, so I will answer every question. So what are some challenges when using skimming and how can they overcome them? So the answer is, the common challenges when with skimming include missing key details. Skimming can cause readings to overlook important information since the focus is on speed rather than detail. And the second one, misinterpreting information. So without context, it's easy to misunderstand the text. And the third one, losing focus. Skimming too quickly can lead to losing track of the main points. And the solution for these challenges, the first one is to use it primarily for familiar topics or when the goal is just to get the main idea. And the second one, reviewing the main points again after skimming, focusing on any unclear areas to ensure understanding. And the third one, skim systematically, focus on headings, subheadings, and topic sentences to stay anchored. And so that's all the answer from us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Febri.
Okay, so I will answer the Rasya question. The question is, can you explain how setting a purpose before reading can guide your understanding of the text? So Rasya, the answer is, setting a purpose gives direction and focus to your reading. When you know what you're looking to get out of a text, for example, understand main arguments, or looking for specific data, or learning a new concept, you can approach the text with more intention to the relevant sections. It also helps you filter out irrelevant information and engage more deeply intending comprehension and retention. That's all for me. Okay. Next.
Okay, I will answer the Shani question. Which technique you are effective for not taking while reading? Okay. That's on me. The best technique is skimming because you only need to read the first line and the last line. Okay.
Okay, thank